what happened was like I think like 6 months before I started with Ecom, my best friend passed away. You need to really act fast. That's the hard part still, of course.
How did the first months go in the program?
Yeah, within 30 days we were doing like 6K a day. So, okay, I knew the potential was there, but there were too many problems. We didn't accept it that like the ad account went down like completely all the time. Like 1 or 2 days, like the ad account went down. So the reason I joined the program is the resources. So yeah, we had a solution like, yeah, within 2 days.
How were the creatives looking when it was working? What are the competitors doing? Just everything. And then 9 times out of 10 you find something that you can do better.
Stumbled upon like some product research that didn't went well.
Being aggressively patient in terms of you're doing everything you can, looking for the right answers, the solutions. With dropshipping, it is also a mental game at times.
Problem solving was the most important, and also the feeling like I wasn't alone.
Well, welcome to this new video. As always, gonna be a powerful interview. It will be with Wesley. Wesley joined my elite program about a year ago or so. Was literally at zero with his dropshipping business. He hadn't even touched dropshipping basically. He came from a more wholesale background, bol.com, Amazon type of business. And he was at a crossroad in his life and he joined this program. He went on and go from 0 to about 6K a day in a time frame of about a month. At the moment he is doing 10K plus days consistently, and he became one of the coaches in my elite program because he's just been crushing it. In the future you will see also some interviews with clients that he personally coached, some of them that went on and do even 20K plus days. He's at the moment just chilling somewhere on an island. Meanwhile we do this interview, so let's dive into it. All right, guys, so I'm here with Wesley, a great client of mine. Yeah, he's been doing some good results over the past months, and I wanted to dive deeper into his story. He also became a coach in our program and managed to scale people to some serious numbers. So yeah, let's dive into your story, Wesley. So how are things going? How is life? We were just chatting. You are now in Bonaire, right? An island.
Yeah, I'm in Bonaire at this moment, so everything is going very good. Yeah, I joined your program. That was beginning of April last year. So yeah, since then everything is going like crazy. So yeah, doing crazy numbers. Also since October, I'm coaching in your program, so really grateful for that. So now I managed to get other clients to next levels as well. So yeah, amazing, man, going good.
How long have you been in Ecom right now? And how did you find Ecom in the first place?
I started with selling on platforms like Amazon and bol.com. That was back in 2019 with Chaoruan. So that's like a famous name, of course, in the Netherlands, but it was a shitty course, to be honest. So yeah, I started off with that and had to figure a lot of things out. So yeah, in the first months there, I did like 5 to 10K revenue, and that grow like really fast. So after I started helping like people with that as well, selling on platforms. Yeah, that's how I started. But when I joined like this program, I saw it's like way more scalable. So yeah, this is the way to go. Like dropshipping works way better.
Can you take me back maybe to the beginning? Okay, you at one point, I remember when I stumbled across Ecom, I got obsessed from the get-go. But how did it start for you? And yeah, were you already like an entrepreneur, or at what stage were you at that moment?
Like before I started selling like online, I was really like at the bottom, like really like that. Like I was selling like the wrong things, to be honest. So that was like a dark time. And what happened was like I think like 6 months before I started with Ecom, like my best friend passed away. So that was like something that I realized, like, okay, I have to get like really something out of life because I'm not happy at this moment. I need to change something, and that's when I stumbled into e-commerce. So that was in January, and yeah, it started like very slow, just with some sales, and it was picking up like rapidly. And I saw like the opportunity it has, like selling online. Like I was sitting at my parents' house at that time, and yeah, you saw the sales coming in, and I realized like, okay, there's so much possible. Like if I can do this in such a short time, yeah, where can I be like in a few years or a few months? So yeah, that was quite the beginning, and why I started it.
Well, this was when? Which year was this? And was the first sale you said it was with Bol.com, Amazon business, or
Yeah, man. Yeah, that was the first sale, and that was like January 2019.
okay? So from there on, the months afterwards, can you walk me through it? How it went?
Of course. So like the first month, I did like 4K in revenue, something like that. And it was like with, I think like 1.5K profit. That was like the first month. So that was really nice as well. And after like the summer was coming, I was buying some air coolers. And yeah, that shit went like crazy. So on that platform, I was doing like 3 to 4K days. So in the beginning, when you see some money, you do some crazy stuff. So I took the girl out to Ibiza, but it was not that time yet. Yeah, but what happened was like you got like high on those sales, and you start seeing like the results, and you think like, okay, I'm untouchable. This is it. You know, you're walking on clouds. So yeah, in the summer it did really well, but when the summer stopped, like there was like a massive dip, of course, because the products didn't sell anymore, and I had to figure out like what am I gonna sell next. So yeah, the first months I think like yeah, within 3 months I did like 15K revenue with yeah around 50 of around 5K profit, something like that. That was like the first months. So yeah,
And that was that good at the time? The profits 5K, was that good at the time, or how did you feel at that moment?
yeah, man. Like at that moment, yeah, was a lot of money for me. I was like 21 years old when I started. So yeah, that was good money at that time because my friends, of course, were earning less. So yeah, it was good money, man.
So you kept going with that, selling products on Bol.com. You were just by yourself. Did you have a partner? What did it look like?
In the beginning, I did it myself, like completely. What I did after is there was like a friend of mine, and yeah, pretty rich guy. So I thought I'd partner up, and he was willing to invest. But like I think I was like 3 weeks in that, and I realized like okay, he's only here for the money, and he wants to push me out. So he wants like a bigger percentage than me, while I provide like all the knowledge. So that didn't end up like very well at that time. So I tried some partnerships also recently, but like I think like the strength is in yourself, and for me a
Yeah.
big lesson was you need to believe in yourself that you can do it all on your own as well.
Yeah, I have the same. I started everything by myself. It's hard to do a partnership in the beginning, especially because there are still so many obstacles, and you then start pointing fingers at each other. Meanwhile, yourself, you don't even know how things should go, right? So I'm
True.
blessed that I have my brother, right? Because I think with family, if you have a good relationship, then partnering at one point, if you have the same vision, is massive. But if you don't have that luxury position, then I would just do it by myself, because then you're the only one to blame, right? You don't have to have to blame someone else for it.
Exactly, man. Like the partnership you and your brother have, that's insane. Like it's really, how do you say it, scarce. Like it's not common that you have such a partnership because you and your brother, yeah, it's insane, man. Like you do big numbers. It's really nice and motivating to see.
So the months after that initial, what was it, 20K in revenue you were at that moment?
I around 15K, something like that.
K a month in revenue. Okay, so I want to go towards the moment that you maybe hit a crossroad and that you want to you see drop shipping as an opportunity, or maybe in the meantime still some other things happens. I don't know. How did that go?
Yeah, in the meantime, I just kept going and I was like expanding with ball.com, so it was getting better and better. So yeah, definitely hit some 10K profit months, sometimes a bit more. So yeah, it was going good, and the coaching as well. What I did was pretty nice as well. Earned me some good income too. It was just like mouth to mouth. But at one point, I hired like an office, and there were like two guys, and they were doing drop shipping as well. But at that point, it was like a bit negative. Like they had some blocks and issues, and I thought, okay, shit, man, I don't need to do that because I saw how scalable it was. They went like really fast, but they were brought down like pretty soon. So at that point, I didn't think like, okay, this is gonna be it. But when you told me about your program, like, okay, man, this is it. They have a solution for everything. I was like, yeah, okay, fuck it. I have to do this because it's like so scalable. Yeah, it's insane, and the solutions are there. So that was like for me a big eye opener. Like, okay, I knew the potential was there, but there were too many problems that were mentioned before by people around me. Now I saw they were like gone. So yeah, then I just hopped in, man.
So how did that transition go? You went from a ball to drop shipping, but was that like you still did the other business on the side and you then went to drop shipping, or you just let the other business go? How did that go?
On the side, like it was doing like too good to let go. So yeah, for like the last year, it was like a split focus. But yeah, I at this point, like I think from December, I decided to go like fully dropship. But in the beginning, it was both, man. It was both.
Okay, so yeah, after you started drop shipping, you started really from. Did you start from zero with our program, or did you in the beginning start from zero yourself and later invested in the program?
No, literally from zero. Only the platform selling was what I had at that time. So no Shopify or anything.
And it was just Joop or someone else who told you like this is when you want to go get coached by, or
Yeah, man. Like I coached you before with with Ball.com, so he was doing some numbers for him. It was the starting of being an entrepreneur, so that was really nice. So yeah, I always told him like, "You're a sick guy, man. Like that energy that he has is insane." So he, yeah, how do you say it? Like he returned the favor by telling me like, "Man, I'm in this program for 1 or 2 months, and it's fucking insane. You have to do this." So yeah, I just took him by his word and went in.
that's good, man. Because how did the first months go in the program for you?
Yeah, insane. Like we started at zero. I think we did like the first 1K day in like 4 days. Yeah, within 30 days we were doing like 6K a day. So yeah, that's insane. And the profit margins were around 25 to 30%. So yeah, that's like the beginning of the program was insane.
What were you selling in just the Netherlands? What was the strategy at the time? Can you share more on that?
Of course. We started off in the Netherlands, Belgium. Like, yeah, very simple strategies. Elwin coached us. We started out in fashion, which I still think is like the best way to start. Yeah, it was like very easy, like the broad targeting, like all the specific things we discuss, of course, in the coaching. We decided the strategy. We set some goals, and yeah, we crushed them for real. But fashion, only Netherlands and Belgium, I think is still possible there as well.
And you were still using the same strategies that right now we teach, or was it different back then?
Yeah, I think like things change over time, especially the markets. Yeah, with Facebook, some different types of scaling, but yeah, in basics, it's the same. It's around the same, but we upgrade from now to then, of course, because the market moves fast.
So you were testing like 3 to 5 products a day.
Yeah, man, 5 consistently.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I want to dive deeper as well into maybe your obstacles or things along the way that that didn't go as planned, or you had to overcome, that ended up in some good learning lessons for people maybe being at that point now, going from 1K a day to beyond, or maybe from zero. Can you maybe share more on that, the learning lessons along the way?
Of course. I think like at first we started off, we set everything up. Was pretty easy to do. When we started, I had the feeling like this is going way too easy. Like there must be like something coming. And that was like we had like the 6K days. That after like the HTTP pool thing went down. So yeah, we had an ad account and that shit shut down. So that was like, yeah, that was like at that point a big setback. We were like, okay, if we keep going like this, yeah, we're gonna make like crazy months. So that was a bit of a setback, but what the good thing was is like also the reason I joined the program is the resources. So yeah, we had a solution like yeah within 2 days we were up and running again. Didn't go. How we wanted. We were doing at that point like 4K a day, something like that. But the performance went down. Ad account was keep getting restricted. So yeah, at that point I was a student, of course. So I saw like all the coaches are looking for different solutions. So yeah, we didn't. How do you say it? We didn't accept it that like the ad account went down like completely all the time. Like 1 in the 2 days, like the ad account went down. Products were performing less. So we had to switch up. So I think like acting really fast was a big learning lesson for that. So we switched ad account after we didn't get the market up and running again. So we switched markets like immediately. Stumbled upon like some product research that didn't went well. So what I did for myself is I wrote like everything down. Okay, where am I researching? What am I doing at this point? What can be improved? So I really went into the data. And at that point, I saw like the jackets are working. So I really focused on the jackets, start looking for like, yeah, pretty much the same products, some different fabrics and stuff. And yeah, that was killing it in Sweden at that time. So I think like those issues were like sometimes you need to have some patience. But at the same time, you
Yeah.
need to really act fast. Like you need to find like the right balance in that, and that's the hard part still, of course.
It's like I learned it's being aggressively patient, like aggressively
Yeah,
in terms of you're doing everything you can, looking for the right answers, the solutions, but still being patient that you know that it will get solved at one point. You just don't know when. You just
exactly.
take a step back, take it easy because. Yeah, with dropshipping, it is also a mental game at times, right? You're facing so many obstacles. You have to find solutions for it. So, did that with the help of the program, was that one of the most valuable things that we had, like these guidelines when to do certain things, when to not do certain things, maybe the solutions for the problems, or what was for you the most valuable during the time we were talking about?
Solutions for sure. Like I mentioned it before to you, like the solutions are the things that are like the most valuable, I think. Also, because what I noticed was everybody was facing the issue, all the coaches as well. So I realized like we're all stuck in this situation. Like they're gonna search for solutions and gonna find them for sure. So I think like the problem solving was the most important, and also the feeling like I wasn't alone. That was really nice as well because like in the program everybody is active, everybody is doing big numbers. So yeah, they have like solutions all the way. So the network was for me like really the most important thing. Yeah, about this how do you say it, course? Yeah.
So at this point, you was at like 4 or 5K a day, if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
between 4 to 6, man.
Okay, yeah. So from there, walk me through it. I know you've hit some record days also after that. So maybe you can tell me the rest of your journey with your dropshipping stores.
We were selling in Sweden. Probably that was around August, September until December. We sold there. Was going pretty well, but I was partnering up with someone, and after some time, I noticed like the noses are not lined out, like not in the same direction. So yeah, it was a bit ups and downs, like also because the ball.com business I still had running. Like I noticed like my attention is not fully on dropship at this moment. And I decided like I want to go like fucking all in, because at this point when you split like your attention to multiple things, it's not gonna work. You're gonna do things like half. So that's when I start doing it on my own. Yeah, man. Did some crazy records, like yeah, multiple seven figures a month. Yeah, crazy profits. So yeah, it went like really fast from there. Like when I started to do things on my own, yeah, records came in and like crazy.
So what's your record month at the moment?
Record month, I think at this point, yeah, close to 300. Close to
Okay.
300
Oh,
at this
that's
moment. And I started like working solo. It was like beginning of December, like mid-December. So yeah, in that short period of time, I managed to do that. And like I think in those 3 months, yeah, I did more than 100K in profit.
Well, that's good. That's very good. So, did your strategies also change during that time when you went for yourself? Maybe different markets, maybe with your store, creatives, how you run the ads. Did things change maybe in your team?
Yeah, everything changed, man. Like when it was like really my own thing, I treated it really like my baby. I before that part was missing a bit because you were doing like I had my tasks, the other one had their tasks. So like really from the ground up, I started like first with the website. I started optimizing like until everything was perfect. Every small detail yeah, was fixed before I even went live. Yeah, I have a team at this moment. So what I did is like all the tasks they do, I did a lot of calls with them to walk through like everything. Like this is how I want it, this is how I not wanted it. Yeah, created all types of examples. With research, nice thing was we did a lot of nice numbers in the Netherlands in the summer. So Australia was the market we went for. That was also at that time like really upcoming. Yeah, something of course we knew from the other coaches as well, was really nice market. So yeah, started in Australia after everything was like set up perfectly. Research still, yeah, from the summer from yeah, last year. And yeah, just started launching products. And what I noticed was before the guy I worked with was like a bit inconsistent. If there was like a small setback, yeah, maybe we shouldn't test like the next day. Maybe we should just let it slip. And that's how you get in like an unhealthy habit. Like consistency is fucking key. That's what I noticed. So literally since the day I went for myself, I never skipped a day. Never. And
Wow.
yeah, that changed a lot of things, like the consistency, like treating it like really as my baby. Yeah, the result speaks for itself. Like yeah, going crazy, man.
So yeah, that's good because most people they underestimate the just being consistent and just pounding away these products every day, right? And
Yeah.
just staying on top of it. Also, when finding the winners, that's when a lot of people they back down a bit, right? But I think what you've seen also with clients or as a coach, you've of course coached clients successfully. You see also what makes a difference between someone who does good and someone who does really great, right? It's
Yeah.
when they find something that works, they keep the momentum, and you have also ones that back down a little bit. They take it more easy. What I wanted to know is also your team, for example. How does that look like? Can you tell maybe a bit about the structure?
Of course. At this point, there's like one company, is a Belgian company, that's doing my customer service, like completely. Also handles all the disputes, chargebacks, etc. So that's a really really good company to have. That's also from the course, of course. So that's a really nice thing. Besides that, I have one girl, like she's almost my second girlfriend. She does a lot of things for me. So like she loves to work, man. Like every day she's texting me, I need more work, I need more work. So yeah, I give her work.
From the Philippines?
She's from Pakistan.
Okay,
And
nice.
she's killing it, man. Like everything I learn her, she's executing it like perfectly, always on time. So she's doing a lot of things for me. She's currently like listing the products. She's doing the media buying, also making the creatives. So because I was like the creative person before myself, when I just got started, I managed to learn her like pretty nice. So yeah, the creatives are on point. Everything is on point. Someone is like making analysis of my ads. So I receive that every morning. So I decide what to do like the next day. So yeah, in total, I have like the customer service, one guy that kills the ads in Australia and send me analysis, and yeah, the lucky lady that's getting all the work.
That is good, man. So
Yeah.
yeah, is everything structured right now how you want, or what are currently maybe the things you are working on, or where you're moving towards with your dropshipping business?
At this point, I want to dive like deeper in the data. So, of course, we use a lot of sheets to keep like everything straight, but I want to get like more out of it. So, yeah, working on diving deeper in the data. That's I think like the most important thing that a lot of people are mistaken by. Like, yeah, you see your ROAS, you see your profit margin, but there's so much more that we can dive into. Also, with the research, what I'm helping my students with as well is trying out different things, trying different countries to search, different types of searching. Of course, ad library, we have Temu, AliExpress, like searching your own country or like the other countries with reach. Like there are so many different things to look into, and at this point, I'm creating like a sheet to maintain like really good oversight for your product research. So you really know like what works and what doesn't, which site, so you can like literally track everything. Yeah, I still believe like, yeah, your creatives can be good, website must be good, of course, like the basics should be nice, but the key is in the
Yeah.
research. So that's what I'm most focused on at this point.
So the products is most important, right? The
Yeah, for
competitor
sure.
research. Have you, because that's also where I want to move to. Of course, you became a lead coach yourself at one point. So what made you maybe want to be a coach? Was it the experience throughout the program? Maybe touch on that first. Like, how was the experience in the program as a client?
It was amazing, like exactly what you've described. Like it was next level. It was a big eye opener for what is possible. Yeah, like everything from the start. The feeling we got, I remember it was summer, and we set up a pool in the garden and doing 6K days. We're like, fuck yeah, this is going so good. Yeah, it was that feeling. I will never forget it. Like it felt like I found something else. Like the day after, the pool went down, so that was the fucked up part. But like I think that describes like how it went for me, like in big lines. it just surprised me. It surprised me like what was possible. It's not that hard, but you have to be like consistent and yeah, go through your obstacles. But yeah, just one word, fucking amazing, man. Two words, by the way.
Wow. Because I think that was also this moment. You sent me like a testimonial video at one point. You were doing like a 6K. You see, you were like walking outside. You're all like in the moment, like everything was coming together, right, in terms of results.
Yeah, bro, that was exactly the same garden. No, that was amazing.
Okay, so yeah, that's what was maybe for what I want to know for someone watching right now, if they're maybe stuck in the somewhere in the beginning, testing phase, or maybe just shy of 1K a day. What advice would you give that person? Of course, with the knowledge you brought on throughout the program and your journey.
If things are not picking up, I would say go back to the basics. Go to step one. Look at your website. What are the big competitors doing? What is something that's missing at your store? Because if the website isn't like perfect, you can test like every product you want, but the results will stay off. If you have like really a winner, of course you will sell something, but you won't achieve like big results. Also like everything that's like necessary to launch a product, like the research, the creatives, like the listing, the website as mentioned. Like I think go take a few steps back and look from a bit outside. Like probably you're too close in the business at the moment, so look from outside to see like what's going good, what's going wrong. Like is the website how it's supposed to be? If they are in a program, ask your coach like literally everything. Like how is my website? Are there like improvements? How is my listing? How are the creatives? Like be proactive and make sure to nail like all the things, because the people that are
Yeah.
doing big numbers, you see it immediately. You look at the website and you think, okay, they nailed the website. I never saw someone doing like big numbers and the website was like complete shit. There's always a reason why something works. You see it back in the creative, you see it back in the research, like the products that are sold most, they are on their websites as well. So yeah, just be like a perfectionist in this case, especially in the beginning. You want to know everything.
I think I do the same when I have things in my business that aren't going how I want to, or let's say if shit hits the fan, I just walk through everything, just the front end. Okay, do we have what is not working here? How are the creatives looking? How were the creatives looking when it was working? What are the competitors doing? Just everything, and then 9 times out of 10 you find something that you can do better, right?
Exactly. And that's why you hit improvement, and that's when you go to the next level. So it's like when you stop learning, also for people that are doing some numbers, also for me, like I learn every day. Like if you're not open to learning or admitting to your mistakes, like yeah, you're stuck and you will be stuck at that point for the rest of your life. You need to keep learning and keep improving, because there are always things that can be much better.
Yeah, and then put your ego to the side at times. Especially, it can be hard if you go from you're broke or you're at zero and you make thousands a day with your ecom business. You feel the man, right? But
Yeah.
just there are always people to learn from, right?
Yeah, bro.
So, in terms of learning, okay, you are doing good with your ecom business. When did the opportunity came about that for you to become a coach in Elite, and how has that been for you?
That came like end of September. Joep, the guy who also told me to join the program, he told me like they are looking for coaches at this moment.
You
And
put you
this is,
on.
yeah, like for real. Like I helped him start his
Shout out to
business,
you.
and sorry.
Shout out to you.
100%. That man, like he changed my life, and I think the other way around as well. That's like the nice thing. You give and you get, and you don't give to get. But yeah, eventually, like something comes back. So yeah, he told me like there that you were looking for like more coaches at that point, and yeah, he already did a good word for me. Like he coached me with Ball.com. So yeah, you need to have that guy. So that was really nice from him. I hopped on a call with Dennis. Yeah, everything was good. So at that point, started coaching. That was in October. In I think the first week of October it started. Yeah, everything went fast. Like in the beginning, like you see some mistakes. I started in the Netherlands and Belgium, and at that time I was doing like amazing numbers. So at the beginning, like some students went to Netherlands and Belgium, didn't go as planned. So yeah, then you have to go for Plan B, and that's like a different market. So yeah, when I started like seeing, okay, this works for them, this works for them, I started seeing like a pattern. Okay, if at 75 products they don't get like the nice results in the Netherlands, Belgium, we switch them to markets. And yeah, man, like some students came in, like Nasir, for example, you know the guy as well, went from 0 to 100K in 1 month, which is fucking insane. Uh, yeah, at this point he's doing 10K plus days, like very consistently. He has 3 stores up and running. Probably he will end this at this. He has like I think a few weeks more coaching left, but I think he will yeah get around 100K in profit from the coaching, man. So yeah, there
That's
are
insane.
like yeah, bro, like that's crazy.
Big ROI.
Yeah,
How
yeah,
does
man.
that feel for you? How does that feel for you as a coach to yeah, of course you made that person successful with how you coach that person.
I rather see him get results than myself. Like it makes me more happy to see him do a 10K day instead of myself. Of course, you want your own business to be good, but like that guy is in particularly, he's like a very humble guy. And yeah, like all the students, like I will bleed for them if necessary. Like I want them to achieve results. So when they do, that feels amazing, amazing. That feeling is undescribed.
Yeah, man. So I was just chatting with you, right? I will get your client Nasir also on an interview. I think people will like it. So yeah, Wesley, right now, what are your yeah your goals maybe for yourself and maybe your future plans? I see you're traveling now a bit. Where do you want to go? Maybe with your ecom business, do you want have a goal to build a brand at one point? Tell me.
At this point, the goal for this year is to hit 5 million revenue, at least 1 million in profits. So yeah, I think that's possible for sure. That's like a business-wise goal. Personally, I think I can improve a lot because I have the feeling like everybody around me says like I work a lot and everything, but I have the feeling like there's so much more. So I want to explore that part. Like I think what I'm giving at this point is maybe 10% of my capacity. Like it sounds less, but I have the feeling there's so much more in there. So yeah, business wise, also a brand which I'm building now on the side. So yeah, first I want to set it up like properly. But yeah, my main focus at this point is completely on dropship. So that's like a side project that I'm building up, like slowly doing the research when I have some spare hours. So yeah, that's also why I want to get like more out of myself because I think I can push more time into both, into dropship, also into coaching, of course, and into a
Yeah,
brand.
and
So yeah,
if
what? Yes, sorry.
if you've seen also the growth you have accumulated already over the past years, it only shows that there is more, way more, right? Way more.
Yeah, man.
So do you just to touch on your current dropship business? Do you have one store, multiple stores? Can you tell about that?
At this point, 3 stores. I switched like the structure of my business. So one is currently offline at this moment, 2 are still running. Otherwise, it will be like a pain in the ass with administration and everything. So yeah, 3 stores at this moment running and building one branded dropship store at this moment.
Yeah, that's good, man. Because if you get a feeling of how you can succeed with branding or branded drop shipping, yeah, you don't have to test as much products. You can just focus on what works and make it perfect, stand out from the complete competition, and scale it beyond. Right? With general, there's more competition, so often products die out sooner as well. You don't have too much of a cutting edge compared to branded.
Exactly. There's like a numbers game, and I think like with branded, it's more, yeah. If you make it like a perfection, I think, and you see like what's working for others, how can I improve? I think that's what I will love more in the end as well. Like really building something and making something like perfect. But yeah, like the dropship is too good to leave behind, and like
Money is good, you know. We often see this, right, within our program that people come in. Oh, I want to build a brand. I really want to build a brand. But I ask them, listen, do you want to make money or do you want to build a brand? And often they just want to make money. And I think that's the most important thing in the beginning, because it doesn't matter how you do it. It matters if it brings in profits, because that will improve your quality of life. But I think at one point, once you have the money coming in, you want to look for something that also you can build it, you can be proud of, and that you can maybe show to others, and that is more long term. I've seen this with many drop shippers, that it's very good, of course, but you have to then just love the process and just making the profits, because sometimes it's not sexy, right? Building a brand is more sexy when you, but with drop shipping, it's less. But it doesn't matter at the end of the day. Also, with what we do with Elite, we just tell people to do what works, because who wants to run a brand that doesn't bring in good profits? I don't, at least.
exactly, me neither. So I remember like it was like the end of the 3 months coaching, and I came up to you and I said to you like, this is something I want to start. You remember with the pants?
Oh, yeah, I
Like
remember it.
yeah, yeah. So I told you like I want to do this, and you were like, man, where's the vision? I was like, yeah, fuck, man, you got me stuck on that one. So yeah, oh, I will admit it for sure. But it was good. Like I didn't go along with that anymore. So I decided to focus on like the drop shipping. Yeah, that was the best choice I could make at that point. So it was really nice. Like you put me on the spot there, and yeah, it paid off. Like it was like, how do you say, there was no backstory, there was no research. Of course, everybody
But it
sells
was
pants.
at the crossroad as well. It was a little bit on a crossroad as well, that you
Yeah.
didn't know where exactly to go. And then you came with the brand ID. But there was no, just like you said, you didn't have it was, I want to build this, but it was not a vision, or why does this brand need to exist, right?
Exactly, and that's where your like specialty lays. Like I just saw like a lot of men or a lot of stores sell like pants, and I will sell pants as well. But yeah, what the fuck is that for kind of reason? So yeah, that was stupid. So yeah, when you told me that, like I was keeping it in my head for that day, and I was like, okay, but yeah, the pants will work. Like it has to work. And like I think like the next day I woke up and I felt like I have to forget about this. Like this is not gonna work at all. And yeah, it's nice that that you put me on my place.
Yeah, and it's not that it was, look, it was a bad idea for a brand. It was not a bad idea just to make money, right? Because that's what all our clients, we sell products that we don't have any a passion for or a connection with. But if you want to build a brand and you don't have some type of vision or why the product or the brand must exist, then what are you building, right? Then I'd rather go for something that brings in money fast, and don't start creating all kind of content, photo shoots, because a brand has a longer runway, right? But people in their head, I don't know who told them that this to them, but a brand takes, you put more into it, you know? It's not, in the long run it makes more, but in the beginning it doesn't.
Exactly. And that's why I think like branded dropshipping is such a nice thing. Like you don't have to put like all the money in. You don't have to buy stock or anything. So the risk is quite limited. But yeah, there goes a lot into it. Like with a new dropshipping store for me is like duplicating my team because I already know what's winning. Sourcing new products or grab winners from last year. Like it's pretty easy to set up at this point, but building a brand is a completely different thing. And even
Yeah.
branded dropshipping still is a brand. So yeah, it will cost a lot of time. So that's why I'm not urging at this moment to build the brand within 2 weeks or give it like a deadline on a short time notice. Because if I do, I know I will fuck it up for sure.
Yeah, man. So for now, you just keep pushing it with the dropshipping stores.
100%, man. 100%.
So yeah, to end it off, maybe what was maybe throughout Elite or as a coach or as a client, doesn't matter. Maybe yeah, one of the biggest takeaways or what makes maybe you different, because we all test a lot of the same strategies, right? But you, just like I said in the beginning, you can be good, but you can also be more great. I think now you're making your steps toward yeah, the very solid numbers, like what also like mastermind clients do on a daily basis. What makes you different in that sense?
I think at this point, I would say for sure consistency. Um, Not admitting, like I admit my faults and I learn from them. But I think what really makes me different at this point is I'm fucking unstoppable, man. Like nothing's gonna stand in my way. No obstacle can stop me at this point. So I think that vibe and that little flame that's burning at this point will make me different because some people want it, but I'm gonna get it. Like I want it more, and I think like that
Yeah.
spirit is the most important thing when you feel it like burning and you just know I'm gonna make it. I just gonna do it and nothing's gonna stop me. And that's the feeling like I feel every day, and yeah, I think that makes me different, man.
Did that feeling at one point or that mindset come after maybe certain obstacles you overcame with Ecom, or did you always have it?
No, I didn't always have it. Like it was ups and downs. So yeah, the same when I started with selling online. Like when you receive like the first sale, you are like flabbergasted, like oh the shit is working. Like that type of feeling is different. But yeah, that flame. When I start doing things like really on my own, I joined the Elite as a coach. Also, in the beginning, when I joined the program, then I felt it really a lot as well. But it went a bit out because wasn't doing it like completely on my own. So yeah, it's been on since I think like mid December when I was doing like things for myself. Like I was working a lot. I was putting in time, putting in work. Yeah, trusting the process and. Yeah, man.
It's the
Since
best.
then, I would say.
It's the best you can have. It's the best if what you can have, because I noticed it with myself as well at one point that you just know if you stay consistent, you keep putting in, of course, the work and the effort, that you know they can throw any obstacle. I will find a solution. It doesn't matter when or how long it will take. You know, it will not stop you. And if you're at that moment, you're like, okay, I will never go back to the way I used to live, or I don't know, stuck where you was at right before you found Ecom. Never. You just know this. I'm made for this. I'm an entrepreneur. I will keep doing it.
Yeah, man, and that feeling, like it gives me chills at this moment as well. Like that feeling is amazing because you as well. Like look where you're at this point, and look where you came from. Like if you realize that and you appreciate like how the past has been and where you at this point, and like I see you as a big example where you are at. Probably what I'm doing a month, you do in a day. You know, so there's so much more to get, and yeah, that feeling is amazing, man. Like you know you're gonna make it, you know you're gonna keep going, nothing can stop you. Yeah, it's that's amazing, man. I love every
And
day.
and for you, yeah, bro, bro, it's blessings, that's for sure. And also just to know when you realize that the path is already there. You know, people have walked it. Especially now, I think since you started, your network has gone not even 10x, like 100x, right? It's crazy,
100%.
and the people you have around you. You know that with any endeavor right now in ecom you want to start, if it's a brand, if it's something else, a new market, you know who to text, right? You know you have many people in your contact list that you can contact, and it. For a big part, I came through like the elite and the people you connected with, right? And that also gives a sense of power, right? I have the same with my network, and also of course the help of my personal brand and the results I've done with my brand Icon. It opens so many doors. It's unbelievable, man. And like you said, it's every day is just sick because it's still a challenge, but it's a dream, right? You're behind your laptop or in your phone. You're doing business. You're traveling. Sun is shining where you are at it right now, right? So
100%. Yeah. Yeah, but that feeling is sick, and like you were once at my level as well. So at the level you are at, like that's something I admire and I want to get to as well. And from then on, like you said it before, I think like. I didn't imagine 5 years ago I would be here at this day, so I would be like fucking proud of myself if I told myself that at that age. And yeah, that's just sick, man. Like there's so much more possible. You had big dreams already, but you crushed them like 10x as well. Yeah, I think for the people that are listening to this, like if you want something and you want to get it, just do it. And if you have to invest in yourself, it's like, yeah, what the fuck is the amount of money compares to like a different life? For me, the money I invested into this program, man. The ROI on that is sick as well. So you won't get that on Facebook ads, if you know what I mean.
Bro, just what you said, it's already out here. People don't understand that you can just live the exact life you dream of if you make the necessary investments or take the steps. But people, they overthink everything, right? That's the
exactly.
But now when I look back, bro, it's unreal because I'm far what I thought what I could ever do. And I think in a couple of years I will be even more far beyond what I ever thought I would be able to do. And I was just chatting with another client, Zach, who did like 30K today. Right? It's fucking yesterday did 25, today 30K.
Insane.
And he said, and he's gonna hit it. He said one of my ultimate goals was to do 1 million in a month before I turn 20, and end of this year will turn 20. And right now he's already on 30K days, and he is just like the same vibe you have. He's locked in 1,000%. You know, 1,000%, and that's what you gotta have to go there. And I told him that it was just 1 year ago or so that I finished 2022 with 6 million in revenue, right? Last year I did 20. So just imagine, also for you, you say, okay, this year I'm gonna do 5 million. Just imagine what the year afterwards will be or can be. So that should just light a fire under your ass, right?
Oh man, that fire! Like there's so much possible, and you see it every day. What is possible, and yeah, man, like sky's the limit for sure. So that flame will never go off. Like it will stay on.
Yeah,
100%. And that sack is
so,
insane, man. Before 20, like a 30K day, man. What the fuck? But that's what the program does. Like next level shit.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, Wesley, of course, proud of you, seeing also your journey and the entrepreneur you've become over the past months as well. That we became more closer, of course, since you was a coach, but also just where you started, and maybe the mindset you also had in the beginning, and then now to have this big vision is unreal. So maybe to end it, I don't know. Do you want to share anything? Maybe for someone, watching or listening to this, what would you say to that person?
Like if at this point you're thinking of starting something online, like for me it was life changing, but everybody walks like his own path. So I just think like don't think, just do it. Just start somewhere, no matter what like your parents say or your friends say. Like your environment will change as well. And for me, like since I started coaching here, like everything changed. And yeah, those people like motivate me to do more. Like the goals Samuel is getting at this point, like motivates me to do more as well. So yeah, just walk your own path. Don't give a fuck about what everybody says. Like if it's a good idea or a bad idea, just make up your own mind and just fucking do it. I think that's the most important thing.
Powerful, man. So yeah, can be more true. Just go for it. And it's all out here, right? If you really want it in this day and age with internet, bro, please go. You can't even imagine. 20, 30 years ago, people would dream of like an opportunity like this. Just like I said, 19-year-old doing 30K in his bedroom, right? Things like that. Where in which business model can you do that? And yeah,
Nowhere.
same with you, like doing 300K a month, and then now going to 5 million this year, million in profit. Yeah, fuck, unbelievable, man. So
Yeah, man.
yeah, let's end it here, Wesley. Yeah, thank you, of course, for your time and everything you also done as a coach in the program, the people you've helped. Yeah, man, thank you.
Thanks, Samuel. Like, I appreciate you, man. And I'm proud of you as well. Like, you heard probably a lot of times, but you're killing it, bro.
Thank you, man, for sure. All right, Wesley, we stay in touch, and yeah, enjoy your time there in the sunny island.
Will do, man. Thanks.
Take care, bro.